Okay. Anybody is having idea about what is the major difference between petrol and diesel engine? Any few ideas? Means any few difference between petrol and diesel engine? Anybody is having idea? That you have studied in EME, no?
Power is more diesel engine.
Okay, power is more from the diesel engine. Next.
Complexity is more in
Hmm?
bigger.
Hmm?
Diesel engine has bigger parts compared to petrol.
Okay, bigger diesel engines are bigger in parts. Okay, next.
Diesel engine has a fuel injector, whereas a petrol engine has a spark plug.
Yeah, this is what it is expected because as a technical people or a technical person, you should know what is the technical difference between those two. The major difference between the petrol and diesel engine is first is, as you know, the fuel. There petrol is used and here is diesel is used. And the second thing, how this fuel is supplied. In the diesel engine, with the help of an injector, fuel is supplied. Correct? In the diesel engine, with the help of a fuel injector, fuel is supplied. So that injector you can see only in diesel engine. Clear? The injector is there is no presence of injector in the petrol engine. That is a one technical difference you can tell. Next, is there any other? Generally, I'm asking. Commonly, you tell what is the difference between petrol and diesel engine. Of course, all the differences what you told it is correct. Higher power, all those things are correct. Still, is there any differences? As I told, in the diesel engine, fuel is supplied with the help of fuel injector. Similarly, how the fuel is supplied in the petrol engine? Can anyone tell?
Type of valve.
Huh? Hello.
So inlet and outlet ports are there.
No, the concept of ports will come only in the two-stroke engine. Either it may be diesel or petrol, but the port concept will come into picture only in the two-stroke engines. Okay. In four-stroke, you will be having the valves. Either it may be a petrol engine or diesel engine. We can find out a valves, inlet and exhaust valves. In both the engines, we will find out. Okay. Now the question is how the petrol is supplied inside the engine, in petrol engine. For the diesel, we'll use injector. That's good. From the injector only, we will supply the fuel for the engine. But what about petrol? With the help of what you will do? Generally, you can tell. If you are riding a two-wheeler, you will be knowing that. Two-wheeler is made up of a petrol engine, no? You will be knowing what you will do if the vehicle is not starting in the morning. What you will do? Huh? Anyone? This is a general question I'm asking, not technical one. Generally, what you will do if the vehicle is not starting in the morning? You'll do some process. What is that? Everybody will be doing that.
Use a choke.
Yeah, you will use a choke, right? That means where the choke is connected. What will happen if you use a choke? Where the choke is going to connect? Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you what is a major difference between the petrol and the diesel engine. First, you should understand that very well. Okay. So in the petrol engine, the supply of the fuel is done with the help of carburetor. Carburetor. Where? What is the function of a carburetor? The function of a carburetor is to mix the petrol as well as the air. It will mix externally. Petrol as well as the air is going to mix externally. The mixed fuel air mixture, we are going to call it as a fuel air mixture. Petrol and air. Those two will be mixed with the help of carburetor, and the mixed fuel air mixture will be supplied to the engine in petrol engine. But in diesel engine, what will happen? Initially, only air is supplied and it is compressed. Only air. Once the air is compressed, the temperature and pressure of the air is raised. At that point, we are going to, by using an injector, by using a fuel injector, diesel is injected. A fine atomized form of diesel is injected inside the cylinder. So once the fuel is injected, because of the temperature of the compressed air, it will get ignited. And then you will get a power. So that is the major difference between petrol and diesel engine. So now can anyone tell how the fuel supply takes place for the petrol engine? How the fuel supply takes place for the petrol engine? Anyone? Again, I'll repeat because this you should know, you should be there in your mind throughout always. Okay. In a petrol engine, there will be a part called carburetor. What is the function of a carburetor? For the carburetor, there will be three openings. For the carburetor, there will be three openings. First and second opening are related to intake of the fuel and intake of the air. So first opening and the second opening for the carburetor is connected to intake of the air, intake of the fuel. So whenever those two are getting inside the carburetor, it is going to mix both fuel and air. The carburetor is going to mix the fuel air, and in the third port, those mixture of fuel and air is supplied to the engine. So these are all the three openings for the carburetor. One is for the intake of the fuel for the carburetor. The second is intake for the air for the carburetor. The third is mixture of both petrol and air will mix thoroughly, and it will go outside the carburetor and it will enter to the petrol engine, to the engine. So this is the function of a carburetor. And the fuel injector, there is no air supply for the fuel injector. Only the fuel is supplied, and then it is going to pressurize, and the fuel droplets will be split up into fine atomized particle, and it is going to enter the cylinder. That is the difference between petrol and diesel engine, or carburetor and fuel injector. Next. The second technical term you can tell between those two are, in the diesel engine, in the suction stroke, only air enters to the cylinder. In the diesel engine, during the suction stroke, only air enters the, just a minute, only air enters the engine in the diesel engine. But what will happen in the petrol engine? For the petrol engine, because of the presence of carburetor, fuel and air mixture will enter to the engine. So that is the second difference between the petrol and diesel engine. Okay. And third and all you can tell by yourself, that is what you told, the more power output from the diesel engine. And one more technical term you can tell is compression ratio. The compression ratio for the diesel engine is higher compared to the petrol engine. That also you can tell. Compression ratio for the diesel engine is usually higher compared to the petrol engine. So these are all the technical terms like this you can tell. And these are, yeah. Chinmay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any doubts?
No, sir, no doubt.
See why I'm stressing a lot, because of only on the injection system as well as the carburetor is, that is a major difference between the petrol and diesel engine. Then the next question is, I explained that how the diesel is going to burn or inject or get combusted. Then my question is how the petrol is going to, anyhow you are going with the help of carburetor, you are supplying only the air as well as the mixture of air as well as petrol. How it is going to burn? Can anyone tell? In the petrol engine, how the burning takes place? How the initiation of the burning takes place?
Spark plug.
Yeah?
Spark plug will be there.
Very good. See, in the petrol engine, you can identify or you can see spark plug. You can see the spark plug because the ignition temperature of the petrol is higher. It cannot ignite itself easily. So we need some external source to supply the initiation of the combustion. So that a spark plug is used in petrol engine, not in the diesel engine. What will happen for the diesel fuel? Diesel fuel will get ignited easily with a less temperature. The temperature which is there with the compressed air, that itself is enough to get combusted. So that you cannot see the spark plug in the diesel engine. But you are going to identify the spark plug. Spark plug is a mandatory part for a petrol engine. Okay? Okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if examiner asks you to find out which is the difference which is a petrol and diesel engine, just you check out the head of the cylinder. You will come to know. In the head of the cylinder, if you find out a spark plug, then definitely it is a petrol engine. If you find out an injector or a fuel, it is called as a fuel injector, then it is called as the diesel engine. The presence of spark plug is called as petrol engine. Presence of injector is in diesel engine. That is a major identification you can do easily with the petrol as well as the diesel engine. Okay. So with this brief introduction about the fuel supply and difference between a petrol and diesel engine, I'll proceed for today's experiment. Today we are going to perform a test on 4-stroke single cylinder petrol engine. Can you all see the screen?
Yes, sir.
All of you open the manual, or here only I'll project the screen. Today I have done one for your, many of you have requested me regarding the calculation for the diesel engine. You're having some doubts in it. So today, to eliminate that, what I did is, I have done one set of calculation for the petrol engine. I'll project that also, so that it will be easy for you for writing the records. Everybody has submitted the records till single cylinder 4-stroke diesel engine. Yeah, can you see the screen? Don't know what has happened for this. Anybody having idea what is wrong in this?
Sir, can remove the search bar, sir?
Which one?
The search bar, sir, navigation bar. Close
No,
it.
yeah, but here I don't know why it is showing like this. Okay, I'll check out that later. I don't know, some formatting it is showing. I don't know why. What has happened to this?
Or you can save it as PDF and open it again, sir.
No, if you save PDF, it thinks from same thing will come, I guess. We'll see. Some software I installed Satir also because of that, I guess. Okay, we'll see. I'll see that later. Okay. So today we'll do this performance test on 4-stroke petrol engine. You also open the manual so that you can find out this. So what we'll do here, same experiment what we did for the diesel engine, similar kind of experiments we'll do, but with the petrol engine. And before starting, I have explained what is the difference between petrol and diesel engine, how to start, how to run the engine, how to take the reading, everything, and show you the video. So before that, you'll see here. These are all the calculations we'll take. Serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trials, load in W in kilowatts. Do you remember how the load is taken in diesel engine? Anyone can tell? How the load was taken in the diesel engine? Anyone remembered? Chinmay?
Yes, sir.
How? Okay, I'll repeat that. The load you are applying on the engine with the help of rope brake dynamometer, with the help of two springs. Have you seen that? I've observed there was two springs. If you rotate that, you can identify the load was increased on the engine.
Yes, sir.
That is the method adopted. That is mechanical dynamometer. It is called as mechanical dynamometer. Means with the help of a spring and a rope, you are applying mechanically the load on the engine. If the load applied, speed will reduce. That is the proportion, right? If as the load applied, speed will automatically reduce. Same thing here also happens, but the load applying methodology adopted here is different. There it is a mechanical loading system. Here the loading system adopted is electrical loading system called as electrical dynamometer. Electrical dynamometer. Here you will not find out two springs. S1 and S2 you will not find out, but you will find out only W. That is, as it is electrical, we are going to just switch on the button so that it will induce a force on the motor, so that motor will try to restrict the rotation of the engine. That is the load applied. So directly without S1 and S2, you will get W. That is the difference. Then there also we have taken time taken for 10 ml of fuel to consume. Here also we'll record time taken for 10 ml of the fuel to consume or to run the engine. That will take out. Manometer reading H1, H2, there also we have taken. Here also we take. Torque, there also we have taken. And the time taker for energy meter constant. Because electrical loading is used, time taken also we need to take. Because of this electrical methodology of loading, this has been included. Then engine speed is, we are maintaining 3000 RPM. So constantly we maintain that. So as I told, as soon as the load is applied, speed will reduce. So that with the help, there is some arrangement to increase the speed back to the normal speed. That we will show you. So this is the reading what we will take. Along with that, we will take this table, reading of this table to draw the heat balance sheet. Heat carried away by the cooling water, heat carried away by the exhaust gas, heat carried away by all those things we will take. Okay, these readings we will take. Based on those readings, we will draw the tabular column. These are all the calculations. And this is the final tabular column where we are going to put the values. Whatever the values we got here, we will try to include here in this. So those values we will put here. Next. Then we will draw a heat balance sheet. This heat balance sheet, circular manner heat balance sheet, we will prepare. In today's experiment, I have filled, what I have done is, I have filled this tabular column, completely I have filled. And this one also I completely filled by taking the reading. I have calculated for second load, I guess. For this second reading, here as well as here, I have calculated all this. Okay? For only second reading. You have to do the similar type of calculation for all the readings and try to draw the final results. Okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know what has happened. Check out why it is showing like that. Okay. Shall I play the video now? Okay. Check out whether it is visible or not. You tell me visible, audible. Can you see? Can you hear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll play first. I'll explain. Let the entire video play. Then you ask me the doubts, whatever you're having. Okay. I'll bring back the video and then I'll explain once again if you're having doubt in any point of time. So for this, these are all first. Let us know what was the specification of this four-stroke petrol engine. This is the specification of the four-stroke petrol engine, where it is Kirloskar, bore is 70 mm, stroke length, swept volume, combustion ratio, all these are the specification of the engine which is there in our laboratory. The maximum power it can produce is 2.2 kilowatts at speed of 3000 rpm. So that here we are going to conduct an experiment at the speed of 3000 rpm. After knowing the specification of this four-stroke petrol engine, now I will explain the different parts of this four-stroke petrol engine and how we are going to get the reading, how we are going to download the load, everything, all the readings, how to take from reading to the end. Then I will show you how to switch on the engine or not the engine. So here we can see the fuel tank, where the capacity of the fuel tank is 6 liters. Okay, 6 liter capacity where you can fill 6 liters of petrol. And this is a flow line for the fuel. First, instead of attaching this flow line to the engine directly, what made in such a way that that flow line or a fuel flow line is connected to the fuel control valve. Okay, what? Okay, so in regular engine, this control valve will not be there usually. Okay, what they will do? What is happening here? The fuel which is there, which is flowing from this control valve, will connect the two parts. One is first part of this for the burette to measure the fuel flow, actual fuel flow. Quantity of the actual fuel flow which is supplied to the engine. And the second flow is this part, where this is directly connected to the engine. This part is directly connected to the engine. So what we will do here, whenever we are going to perform the test to measure the quantity of fuel supplied, what we do first, the fuel will be supplied and it will be filled in the burette. And of supplying the fuel from this fuel line to this fuel line, it will be restricted. First, what we do, the fuel will be filled in the burette. From the burette, the fuel will be flowed to the engine. Like that, the connection will be made. There I explained the fuel flow, how the fuel is positioned in place for the engine. Okay, here, from this pipe, the fuel will flow to the engine. So first, before allowing the fuel to flow to the engine, it is allowed to flow to the carburetor. Here, the major difference between the petrol and diesel engine is the fuel supply system. In the petrol, there is a carburetor to supply the fuel. Anyone having an idea about how to slow down the video? Hello.
Sir, in the settings,
In the YouTube it will come, but I don't know here how. But can you catch up? No.
yes, sir.
Okay.
So speed is there in playback.
Playback, huh? Where? Okay. Slow, normal speed. We'll see what will happen. Okay.
And the diesel engine, there is a fuel injector. So what is the function of a carburetor? It is going to mix the fuel as well as air before entering the combustion chamber. That is the function of a.
So here the carburetor, where I placed the stick, there it is a carburetor.
To do that, as I showed you, this is the line for, this is the part for the fuel flow. Air flow where it takes place. The air flow from the engine, it will be taking place from this cabin. Where the huge empty cabin. At the front, you can see here. You can see here the orifice open. This is the orifice. And from this orifice, the air will enter into the bigger cabin. And the required amount of air will be supplied.
So here they may ask you why this bigger cabin is required. It's an empty cabin. Directly air can be supplied to the carburetor. Why this is used? This is used only to supply the constant amount of the air. Okay, if this bigger cabin is not there, then what will happen? The air supply inside the carburetor will not be steady state. It will be fluctuating. To avoid that, this bigger cabin is used. So once the air is entered here, only the small opening is there here, so that we cannot find out any fluctuation in the intake of the air. This you can find out only in the stationary engines.
And the carburetor. The carburetor now, there is two openings in the carburetor. One is the fuel supply and one is for the air flow supply. And those two will be mixed properly in a carburetor to a stoichiometric ratio. And that is what the actual fuel.
Stoichiometric ratio means the fuel and air mixture to the proper. Stoichiometric means proper mixture of fuel and air. That is the meaning of stoichiometric ratio. Means if the fuel is more, there may be chances of not burning. If the air supply is also more, then there may be chances of non-burning of the fuel. So that the fuel whichever you are supplying, it has to burn. So that stoichiometric ratio is very important to maintain. This carburetor will maintain that properly. Always a constant amount of air and constant amount of fuel will be mixed properly, and then only it will supply. So that is the meaning of stoichiometric ratio. There will be no rich fuel as well as rich air. It will maintain constant both the cases, both the things.
Theoretical fuel air ratio, how much is required, that much will be here, and fine spray of fuel air mixture will be supplied to the engine. So this is an engine, 4-stroke petrol engine. Expression of petrol engine is with the help of this spark plug. This is spark plug. See, the major difference between the 4-stroke petrol and diesel engine is one is the presence of carburetor, presence of spark plug. See the spark plug, you can see. In this spark plug, you might have seen the regular two-wheeler, right? Spark plug will be there. This is a spark plug. But in a diesel engine, there will be a fuel injector. Okay, that is a major difference between the petrol and diesel engine. Next, here, once the engine is operated, and once the fuel air supply is done, the combustion process takes place. Now gas will go from this channel. Okay, this is called as exhaust manifold. From this exhaust manifold, this is called as an exhaust manifold. From the exhaust manifold, exhaust gases allowed to pass outside. This is a flow line for exhaust gas. Before allowing the exhaust gas to flow, out of the what we do, we'll extract the amount of heat carried away with the exhaust gas. As you know, the calorimeter, the exhaust gas is allowed to flow, and along with that one path of flow, opposite to that, there is a cooling water supply arrangement. This is a cooling water supply arrangement. There you can see the cooling water inlet and cooling water outlet. So with the help of this, the cool water is supplied inside the calorimeter. Again, the heat of the exhaust gas is taken and it is supplied to
Just a minute, there are so many 3 to 4 videos today. This is one video where I shown the supply of fuel and air.
Now I will show you how to switch on our machine first. Instead of before we went this, panel will be switched off first. Switch on, how to do that. So this is a page or it has got a console. It on. Once the console is on, okay, once the console is on, the flow air will be this. Okay, the circulation of the air will be taking place because this is the air-cooled engine, not a air-cooled engine. But here you can see the car. See, if I apply the load, this car will be varying. You can see that once the load engine is running, the car load is going to vary. You can see, and the speed also. If the engine is operating, you can see the speed. Now the engine is stationary, so the rotation of the engine is 0 rotation. And this is the temperatures where T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. So we'll take the reading from T1 to T5. Okay. If you go for T6, it will show negative. That means that it is not connected. T5, T6, T7 is not connected. That indicates there is no connection for T6, T7, T8. Only there is a connection for T1 to T5. Okay. So now I showed you the different parts, how each part is working, how to take the reading, everything. The last reading you're supposed to take to draw the heat balance is this quantity of the water flow, or the water, how much quantity of water is allowed to flow through the calorimeter to take the heat from the exhaust gas. So first you switch on the water flow, so that if you do this, the water will be flowed, and the water will be, to confirm that, you can see here. Okay, this is exhaust. Water is coming out. Okay, water flow is taking place. Because of this water flow, that exhaust gas temperature will be reduced. So what you're supposed to do is, to draw the heat balance sheet, you should measure how much quantity of water is flowing out. Okay. To measure that, we are going to use this beaker. You can see this beaker here. Okay. You can see the beaker where 1 liter. Let us wait for collecting the water to 1 liter. Here the marking you can see. So let us wait so that you record the time taken to collect from 0 to 1000 ml. or 1 liter of water. Time taken to collect now 1 liter of water. Like this, measure. Once it is done, insert this to the exhaust. Okay. Now we have seen all the parts of this post engine, how it is going to work, how the outlet will go, the fuel supply is taking place, the supply of everything I shown. Now everything I shown without switching on the engine. So without switching on the engine, I explained everything. Working of a petrol engine, how to take the reading from each of the indicators. Okay. So now what I do, I will switch on the engine so that you cannot hear anything whatever I was saying. So that you understand or you observe how to start the engine, how to take the reading. First, I explain how to load the readings, where to take the readings based on number. Okay. The major difference I explained, one is the major difference between the petrol and diesel engine is.
Again, I have taken this because to make sure what is the difference.
This carburetor, the absence of the carburetor and absence of the spark plug in the diesel engine. But in the petrol engine, we can find out the carburetor as well as the spark. These two are the major difference between the petrol and diesel engine. Then the one more major difference in our labs is in the diesel engine, we are having how we started
Just a minute.
we started cranking, right? We started engine with the help of cranking, but here to start the engine we are using the rope. Okay, here also instead of rope, if I provide a cranking facility, I can start, no issue. But in our laboratory, this is the setup we are having for starting of a petrol engine. The function of a carburetor is to mix the fuel properly and then supply to the engine. But there we cannot find out. There we can find only the fuel injector. That is a major difference between the petrol and diesel. Next. So after this flow arrangement of air, fuel, and exhaust gas, now I'll explain how to start the engine, how to apply it. See, with the help of this rope, if I pull this rope, you can see here just I'll not start the engine. If I pull the rope,
See how did we started the diesel engine? Anyone remember? It is there. Hello. Jayant, Ashiti, Sai Samant, Abhishek, Srivatsan, Darshan.
Yeah.
How we started the diesel engine? Do you remember?
Use a rope.
No, for diesel engine. For diesel engine, there was a cranking. That process is called as cranking. Here,
Yes, sir. Hand.
yeah, hand cranking. With the help of hand cranking, we did that. But here we will do with the help of roping. We are going to start the engine with the help of rope. These are all the different methods to start. Okay, no need to worry. In our laboratory, this is the facility we are having. Instead of this rope, here also I can do cranking, no issue. Okay.
the engine will start. Okay, like this, you have to pull the rope and the engine will start. Once the
So
engine is started,
how it started? Check out.
if you pull the rope, the engine will start. Okay, like this, you have to pull the rope and the engine will start. Once the engine is started, initially we are not going to apply any load. Once the engine is started, there is no load applied. You remember how the load is applied for a diesel engine? In our laboratory, that is the diesel engine, we have used a rope brake dynamometer. It is called as mechanical method of applying the load. That is a method we are operating. Single cylinder goes for diesel. But here, what do we do? To show you the different methods of loading system. Here, we are using electrical loading system. This is called electrical dynamometer. Electrical dynamometer. The specification of this dynamometer. This is the electrical loading system. What we do here, just by switching on the button, so that the EMF will be generated inside the motor, and because of that, the load will be varied. So you can vary the load. I'll show you how to apply the load. Once the load is varied, the load is pulley will try to restrict the rotation. So once the pulley is trying to restrict the rotation, because of this wide drive which is connected to the petrol engine gear, it will apply the load on the engine, so that the speed of the engine will gradually reduce. But here, what we do to maintain, we are going to conduct a performance test at constant speed. To maintain the constant speed, we will use this lever. This lever is used to maintain the engine at the constant speed. Here we are going to perform the engine at a speed of 3000 rpm. Remember, we have to maintain the engine speed always at 3000 rpm. So we will use this lever to again repair the speed of an engine to 3000 rpm. Make sense? Here you can see the load applying, means whether the load is applying or not, you can see with this. This is an additional alignment you can see. You can also record the load applied with this spring balance. Here, the last level is the last level is show you how to apply it, how the load is applied. How the load is applied this knob. So each knob, if I operate this knob to one position, then it indicates you are applying a load on the engine. 0.5 kilowatts, 1 kilowatt, 0.5 to 0.5, again 0.5, so that will be the 1.5. Like that, you will be power load on the engine. Once the load is applied,
So here just we'll switch on this so that load is applied on the engine. But in diesel engine, with the help of that spring balance, we are applying a load.
speed of the engine will reduce. Again, to bring back the speed of the engine, you use the lever and bring back the speed of the engine to 3000. This is the load applying. You can check out how much load is applied on the engine. And this is called as energy bit. This is called as energy bit. How much energy is consumed by applying the load? That is in front of record with this. Okay, with the rotation of this disc, we can identify. And this is called as a torque indicator. This is called as a torque indicator, where if I apply the load, the torque will be recorded. It will be displayed. And this is called as a speed indicator or the engine speedometer. The display of the engine speed we can see here. And this is called as a temperature indicator. Temperature of various locations. You can see a temperature indicator. If I rotate, the display will be changing. I'll show you once engine switched on. So this is called as temperature indicator, and this is called as range. Before switching on, it's supposed before switching on the engine, it has to go on. I'll show you. Okay. Then this is called as the manometer. This, with the help of this manometer, what is the amount of air supplied to the engine will be shown. So before conducting an experiment, make sure the water level in the left and right limb of the manometer should be at 0 centimeters. Until 0 ready. So you can see here both the gauges, left and right limbs, it is maintained at 0 centimeters. So with this, we are going to measure how much quantity of air is supplied to the engine. And this is called as fuel flow meter unit. Okay. We are going to measure the volume of the fuel flow with the help of this unit. You can find out two markings here. Okay, if I know the fuel to flow from this marking to this marking, then it indicates 10 ml of fuel is supplied to the engine. 10 ml of fuel is supplied to the engine. So that we can easily find out to consume this 10 ml of fuel, how much energy is required. Like performance, you can easily find out this by using this two markings. And then so this fuel system, so to consume from here to here, how much time is taken? We don't know that time can be calculated with the help of this stopwatch. With the help of the stopwatch, we are going to calculate how much time is consumed to how much time is taken to consume 10 ml of petrol.
So this is how you have to start the engine. So now the engine is 3000 RPM. If I apply the load, speed will reduce. So bring back what he will do in check out. Just a minute. And this is how we'll take it. Here in this video, I have shown you the calculation part also. Concentrate on this. See, now the load is applied more. Observe the speed. As the load applied, it will restrict the rotation of the engine. So that how the speed has to be brought back to 3000 RPM. You observe this speed, what will happen? See here, what he has shown is what Sir has explained now. What he is telling there. First, you bring back this to 3000 RPM. Okay, now he is switching off the engine. Which similarly, you take the reading for third, fourth load and all. While switching off, you should do this first. Now the load has been removed on the engine. So the engine is rotating freely. After that, what you're supposed to do, you have to press this green button so that engine will shut off. What we are going to do in diesel engine, do you remember? To stop the engine, what we did? Remember, I'll play this. So this means we are forcefully cutting off the spark. This, if you press this, we are forcefully cutting off the spark. Then the engine will stop running. So these are all the readings. So I'll give you some time. Can you copy these readings? Hello.
So can you
Yes, sir.
click a picture of this and send it to us, sir, because the side numbers are not proper.
Side numbers, huh?
Speed
I
of
clicked it, but I
2000.
deleted, I guess. Check out. Yeah, I taken the picture, but I deleted it. Once this video is done, I deleted the video. I deleted those pics. Okay, I'll try. Or else I'll send this video. You pause the video and you can check out the readings. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I think you can do. So the speed is, you assume that we're supposed to be 3000. Because of the fluctuation, it is showing the 2800, 990 like that. You can take throughout 300, 3000. The remaining you can get, I guess, from this. So this is the temperature readings for the heat balance sheet. Oh, this is a sample calculation for you. I think not visible, no? Okay.
Yes,
okay.
sir, not visible.
No, I don't know. While converting with this software, it has been reduced the clarity. Yes, I'll do one thing. I'll take a picture of this once again. I'll find out where I kept. I'll find out and then I'll send back the videos to you. Okay.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
send the pictures to you. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then any other doubts to start the engine, run the engine, how to take the reading? See, whatever the best possible way from our side, I am trying to do to record the lab as well as to project that. Still anything is expected, you can ask me. Hello?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, others?
No, sir.
No doubt, huh? Have you submitted the records in time? Just a minute, I'll check that also. Have you submitted the record or not? Whatever the date I told. How many have you not submitted?
So I've done it till wall timing diagram. We've done it till wall timing diagram.
No, I told everything to be submitted, right? Till wall timing diagram, huh? Okay, till October 26th, I hope signed, turned in. Okay, everybody has, only 12 people have submitted out of how many? What is the strength of the labs? Just a minute. I'll call the numbers, you tell me. Sai Sumant,
Yes, sir.
Abhishek Narayana, Adarsh, Ajay, Akram, Akshay, Alap, Ankit, Bibhan, Chinmay, Ashitesh, Chandan Swarup, Charishma, Darshan, Ibad, Govind Raju, Guda Purushottam, Guda Jayant, okay, Guda Purushottam, Ritiksha, Jayan, Jitin, Srivatsan, Manu, Srivatsan, Ganesh. Okay. So everybody has to submit the record also. I will share you the picture of the readings and the calculation part. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Everybody has to submit, complete it, because at the end you will not get enough time to write down. So complete as and when I complete this experiments. Only last remaining 2 experiments are there. One is petrol engine with the variable compression ratio. In this experiment, we did the compression ratio of cement. What is the compression ratio we used? I have shown no at the beginning as a specification. Compression ratio in this engine we used as 4.67:1. So in next experiment, if I vary the compression ratio, what will happen? That we will see. That we will do the experiment. That is one more experiment left out, and one more. All these are done with a single cylinder. Next, we'll go for 4-stroke multi-cylinders. If there are multi-cylinders, what will happen? How the performance varied? All those things we'll check out in the 4-stroke multi-cylinder petrol engine. We'll see. So finally, in our lab, we are left out with only 2 experiments. One is performance test of petrol engine by varying the compression ratio, and the second is performance test of multi-cylinder engine. Only these 2 are left out. Clear? So write the record in time and submit. Shall I create one? Just a minute. Create a Google class work assignment. Till what is the time you want? Your deadline you want to submit this till petrol engine. Anyone? Or shall I fix?
20th, sir.
Huh?
20th, sir.
20th. Okay, I'll give 21st. One day extra I'll give. Within 21st, you have to submit. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Submit everything till today's class. So that will be left out with only 3 experiments later. Wait. Yeah, we'll be left out with only remaining 2 experiments. We'll finish it up fast. And then we'll once. What about what you plan to come, whether to come or not for conducting an experiment?
Labs, we can come for. For labs, you mean, sir?
They haven't given us any notice.
Yeah, nothing is given, but based on your request, we can decide if you want to come for the lab and all. We'll see. We cannot yet decide what to do.
Yes.
For labs,
so
we need
we
offline,
would
sir.
want to come, sir, to the labs at least.
We don't want to come, Sirishma.
We want to. We want
Oh.
to come.
Okay. We'll see. Have you requested to HOD regarding this?
Not yet, sir. Like whichever lecturers we ask, they'll be like, we have to wait till the notice comes. Till then, nothing can be done.
Yeah, because right now we don't have any freedom to call you for the lab, for the class as well as for the lab. You do one thing. Once you talk to HOD, if you're really needed, make a small group, talk to HOD so that we'll see what best can be done.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anything else to discuss?
Nothing, sir.
Okay. Can everyone switch on the video and tell the attendance, at least for the lab? Sherry, I cannot track you, but at least in the lab, I hope just to check whether you are alert or not. Just a minute. Switch on the videos, all of you. I'll call the roll number. What's on the? Okay. Sai Sumant.
Yes, sir.
Where are you? Okay.
Yes.
Abhishek GL. Abhishek GL. Are you there? No. Okay, absent. Abhishek Narayana. Abhishek Narayana. Not there. Adarsh.
Present, sir.
Okay. Adarsh, you're not attending the lab? Switch on the video. Adarsh.
He left.
You're not attending the previous. What is the number of lab you attended till now?
Sir, he left, sir.
Others left. Somebody asked him to join first. Somebody asked him to join. Ajay Sandil. Is there? Akram? Akshay? Adarsh.
I lost my network, sir.
Okay. Can you switch on the video?
Yes, sir.
How many classes you attended till now?
Sir, I've attended some classes, sir. Like
Only 2 labs you attended. I don't know why.
Sir?
Only 2 labs.
No, sir, I've attended more than that.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
But we are not given attendance, I guess. Even though you attended.
No, sir, I have also attended and have taken down values, done the calculation, written in the record also, sir.
Have you submitted the record also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Attend the class regularly. Ajay Sunil?
Yes, sir, sure, sir.
Ajay. Akram? Akash? Sorry, Akshay? Akshay. Ala?
Present, sir.
Where are you?
1 second, sir. think it's on right now.
Okay. Akshay is there?
I don't think so. He's here.
Okay. Ankit?
Present, sir.
Okay. Ashitesh?
Present, sir.
Okay. Hey Ashitesh, your juniors have joined man this year. Ashitesh.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
Huh?
sir.